Good morning. I am Debbie McKiver, founder and owner of Strong and Healthy Temple, a virtual holistic health and wellness coaching practice where we focus on bringing balance to every area of your life, working with clients worldwide on a virtual basis. And I am finalizing my series on ways that you can self-sabotage. This is the last video in the series. Thank you for sticking with me on it. This last topic that I wanted to discuss is not being able to commit or not finishing what you start. And it doesn't matter if it's weight loss, a book, a project, a course that we've invested in, as a business owner, something that we've committed to, to a customer or a client or whatever it is. Whatever you start, make sure you commit to finishing it, because when you abandon projects, you end up sabotaging your results and having to start from scratch. And I'll use a couple of examples here. One example that I wanted to use, I've had clients in the past that have started programs, and I guess they figured, well, I'm already, a third of the way through this or halfway through this, so there's no need for me to continue spending money. And first of all, I don't really, when you're committed to making a change for yourself, it's not really spending money. It's an investment in yourself and an investment in bettering yourself and an investment in your wellness. So, that's the first thing that I wanted to point out. But I've had clients that would abandon their programs because, they thought that they knew enough to do it on their own, only to come back months later because they ended up sabotaging their own results, and now they've got to start from scratch. And I'm not saying, I'm not trying to glorify myself and saying that, you can't get results without me, because obviously, one of the things that I'm going to teach you is how to maintain your results, in the program. But in my practice, it's not me doing the work, it's a teaming effort. So, we are a team, but the point is that we are a team, and nobody's doing it by themselves. Like, I'm not getting you results, and you're not doing it on your own. We're doing it as a team. But the point is, commit to it and stick to it, so that you're not going back and having to start from scratch, no matter what kind of program it is that you're doing. And weight loss is one of the things that I'll use as a second example. A lot of times when you're doing a weight loss program or a fitness program, you may start off really strong. You're working out regularly, and you're eating right, and you're committed, and then you start slowing down too much. You start getting overzealous with your results, and you start bringing in too many rewards. And I think about two things here. One thing that I heard Drew Carey say, that eating junk food is not a reward, it's a punishment. And I completely agree. But I do also believe in having all things in moderation. So it is okay to indulge just a little, and do it in moderation. But when you start to reward yourself just a little bit too much, you'll end up sabotaging your results. And taking too many rest days or anything like that, you kind of start to slack off and abandon your program. And again, you're just going to sabotage your results, and then you got to start fresh. So it's better when you commit to something just to stick through it full way through. Another funny example that I think about, I've heard people say, when they're reading books, they'll, just read a couple of chapters, or read it halfway through and not finishing the book. It's the same thing. If you start it, finish it. Because if you do it, and my point is that, and you're thinking, well, it's just a book, but if you don't start what you finish in one area, it'll seep over into every area of your life. So everything that you do, commit to it, including reading a book. And I think about a gentleman that I know, and I'll preface this by saying, he is very successful in his businesses and endeavors, but I think he could be more successful, if he would finish what he starts. He has this habit of abandoning projects. Like, he'll have like these really good programs and projects that he'll start for clients, and then it'll kind of like fizzle out because he's not 100% committed to it. And I think that in his mind, because he's 6 figures, is like, well, I'm doing well for myself. But I think he has the potential to do 7 to 8 figures, at least 7, if he would just finish what he starts. Because I even took one of his programs one time, and so I'm a witness to the fact that he would just kind of like start strong and just like I said, it would just kind of fizzle out at the end, and then he just kind of end up abandoning it. And you need to be fully committed. It's not just that the client needs to be committed, the coach or whatever it is needs to be fully committed. I'm fully committed to my clients, and so likewise it's reciprocal. I mean, you're always going to get those people who, like I spoke about in the beginning, that are going to start to feel like I can do it on my own. But the point is, start strong and finish strong. Be fully committed, because otherwise you're going to sabotage your results and just have to start from scratch. So anyway, that's a wrap for me, and that's a wrap on this series. It's another gorgeous day out here. The birds are singing really loudly. Thank you so much for sticking with me. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family and your network. I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the videos. Hit the bell icon if you'd like to receive notifications, and make it a great day.